Hello there. In this video, let's go ahead and take a look at the new Abyssal Levania costume and talk about general pull strategy for right now and the near future. Okay, so we knew the light tower was coming. We didn't know who the new dark Abyssal unit was going to be. It's a little disappointing that it's Levania, and we'll talk about that in a moment, but let's just get right into it. So we have the usual sky-high attack. Now keep in mind that on the banner here, they're showing you the stat that he gets after max awakening. So this is like the usual attack in the 7,000s if he's just max ascended. All right, the character skill is a 5-hit, which is nice, and it gets an additional 100% damage bonus if he's afflicted with a status ailment. Okay, to synergize with that, his own weapon self-inflicts poison on this skill, so that works out nicely. Now these Abyssal unit weapons are very nice, but as a general weapon, with someone else using it, this self-inflicting poison is kind of a bummer actually. Other than that, we have the usual Void Boon, Vigor, a 5-hit blitz, and extremely high base attack. Okay, then also, this is just like the other Abyssal units. We have attack up 40% with a slower cooldown. The bonus to dark weapons, 80% attack, 40% HP. Okay, then if you manage to get the extra passive, a little bit of caged vigor, not too much. The debris is very nice with a 20% agility. And it comes with a 20% defense down for 60 seconds. Okay, that's quite a bit of agility, actually, for debris. For me, the more interesting thing on this banner is this gun, because it has a party heal. And you're going to want this in the tower, right? You want to bring the right element. You want to have some kind of a heal for the party. As far as I know, this is the only party heal dark weapon in the game. Now, if I'm wrong and there's something I'm missing, just let me know in the comments and I'll pin it. Other than that, it's very much built for tower. We have a defense buff. We have the Void Boon with HP. And this one has the same passives. Again, very much built for tower. This has a party attack buff. A 5-hit blitz. Okay, so let's talk about Levania in general. And maybe you know what I'm getting at already. So we already have EX Levania that anybody can get. And he's very strong. Been one of the strongest units in the game for a long time. Even comes with a defense break and a character skill. It's also a 5-hit. The only thing is the vigor is timed, which is usually great because this gets slapped onto the end of the damage calculation, right? It's very strong, but in tower, it's going to wear off. See what they did there. Okay. And then Luminous Guard, also very effective. I think he's going to perform just fine in tower. The other thing is, we have Bloody Levania, who's already a dark specialist. So getting another one is just kind of like, it's a little redundant. Okay, the only thing with this one is that it doesn't have any damage on the character skill. However, these buffs are great. The Caged Vigor is insane, up to 80%. So this starts when you drop below 70%, but you have to get your HP almost all the way down to trigger the 80. I'm not sure exactly what the amount is. If you do, let me know in the comments. Okay, and then we know about these rush passives now. They're pretty good, but they only affect a piece of your bottom line, right? And then extra vigor. So this one's already a very strong dark specialist to Levania. So once again, okay, so let's talk about pull strategy for right now and the near future. We know that anniversary is just around the corner. I personally am making sure that my gem stash is looking okay so that I'm ready for that. Okay, I was a little bit tempted and I got super lucky, but it's no guarantee that this is going to happen. I tried one pull here and I got both of these characters. I also went all the way to Pity just to get Saryu on my JP account. Okay, So I was playing the most recent variation event, which, if you played it, you know that EX hard was pretty hard. The boss burns you right away. It was a very strong boss. And I wanted to pass it on my JP account. Now, my JP account is a little more underdeveloped. Okay, I want to tell you this story right now because I want to stress just how good this Saryu is. Okay, so I had Abyssal Theo, EX Lars, and this Saryu on my team. And Abyssal Theo and EX Lars were doing great damage. They were doing their job. But they bursted the boss down below the 25% mark, and they both died because the boss just goes berserk at that point. And she was wielding the White Mage Rion staff. Okay, so it has a heal with cleanse and a defense buff that does a little bit of damage. The thing about her, now we knew the character skill was C gauge, but this thing goes off every skill rotation. It goes off. I can't believe how fast this character skill comes up. Okay, 30% every time, defense buff every time. So she managed to chip this boss all the way down while keeping her HP almost full the entire time by herself. You can see Max Awakened, her base HP is ridiculous. Okay, so I haven't talked about her much on this channel. I just wanted to say that now. Yeah, she's kind of, for us veterans, she's just kind of an upgrade to what we already have, but she's incredibly good. I couldn't believe my eyes in that battle. Okay, so here's what I'm getting at. If you're a brand new player in Global, this is the banner you want to reroll on. You want to get Saryu. She's going to be clutch for hard battles and endgame content. Very beefy. The heal goes off so often. Okay. All right. Then, of course, we all know A2 has been so good for this whole year. And this 063Y just comes in as a direct upgrade to her. And you just, 25% attack instead of 20, and 25% crit rate instead of just 20, and then his third passive is even better. The debris is element debris, which is very sought after. So once again, if you're a brand new player in Global, I would say this is the banner you want to reroll on, and then save the rest of your gems for Anniversary next month. This banner makes a little more sense for veterans like myself. I myself prioritized getting this F66X because of her unique skill, which I covered it in another video. So if you want more info on that, check that out. Okay, if you're a brand new player on the SEA server, definitely A2 is your target. Just worry about getting her and save your gems. You might also get some sort of anniversary banner for our anniversary next month. I can't guarantee that. I don't know. Some other targets might be Abstract Gale. This is my personal advice because people are talking about 2B, and she will be very good, probably for the first 6 months of the game for you. But she doesn't age that well unless she gets included on the next round of buffs, so we just don't know yet. If you get her, great. If you think that you have to re-roll until you get A2 and 2B, don't worry about it so much. Just get A2 and maybe hope for Abstract Gale. I think she's a better investment anyway. She's very similar to 2B in almost every way, except Gale's character skill has an attack buff. Okay? And she's normal pool, so it's more likely that you'll pull copies of her over time. All right? Hang in there, SEA. I know the game is in rough shape right now for all of you. Hang in there. Keep grinding. Keep doing your thing. Okay? Now, that's all I wanted to talk about in this video. I want to stress that Anniversary is right around the corner, and don't be too tempted to spend too much on this banner. So Levania is just a little bit redundant, and we know that Anniversary has the celeb costumes, which historically, some of the best costumes in the game have been celeb costumes, and we're going to have new ones. Okay? You're going to want something on the new banner, and it's coming in a few weeks. All right? Once again, that's all I wanted to cover in this video. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. Help me grow the channel. It's much appreciated. I'll see you in the next one.